This video is brought to you by OrganLink.com. Need new synthetic organs but don't have the time or money? OrganLink's premium service offers new or repurposed cybernetics at a huge discount for a fraction of the cost. Use offer code REACH at checkout for 10% off your first order. Don't think! Choose OrganLink. Cyborg mercenaries such as myself have cutting-edge equipment that keeps us dangerous on the airsoft field. As I'm sure you've noticed, I've made some handsome new additions to my standard loadout. Of course, I have a variety of loadouts that fulfill different roles. Every corporate contract is different. Today we're going to look at my Dead Sector Alpha gear, whether I'm recovering company property from the dead sectors or protecting high-value executives. If I'm beyond the cities, this is the gear I use to get the job done. As this is my primary airsoft loadout, I like to keep things simple. I don't want to have to change everything around if I want to use a different gun. And believe it or not, a lot of stuff has actually stayed the same since the last time I showed you this loadout. Up top, I run a One Tigress airframe replica, an Earmore M32 headset for communication, and a Condor face mask to protect my identity. Now on my helmet, I have an emergency strobe light, and of course, my polycarbonate face shield. I just hate getting blood in my eyes. Around my neck is a Condor sniper veil, which is great for catching BBs and keeping the sun off my neck. My vest is a Condor MOPC in olive drab. Unlike a JPC style vest, it's heavy and it's hot, but it's a good vest with lots of options for customization. Of course, I still have my fake front plate and side plate to keep all my gear rigid. On the right here, I have a Condor sidekick pouch, which I use to carry my dead rag, my barrel cover, any other stuff that I need quick access to on the field. On my back, I still have a Condor hydration carrier, which doubles as a backpack for an HPA tank or any other stuff that I need to take with me. A problem with my old gear setup was that I didn't have enough ammo on me. I run mid-caps in all of my M4 AEGs, and 3 mags just wasn't enough. I ditched my old TMC triple mag panel in favor of a double mag panel on the left and a regular mag pouch on the right. So now, coupled with this fast mag pouch on my hip, I'll have 1 mag in my gun and quick access to 1, 2, 3 mags, with 2 in reserve if I need them. That's a lot of ammo. So I added this pistol mag panel to carry sidearm magazines and pistol style speed loaders in case I need to refill on the field. And notice, I keep all of my fast stuff on my left side, which is closest to my support hand, which I use to reload. I like this airsoft loadout to suit the different types of airsoft replicas that I use on a regular basis. A lot of that comes into play with how I set up my belt. On the front here, I have 2 pouches to carry VSR 10 mags or speed loaders. And a new addition is this One Tigress fast mag pouch, which is great for rapid reloads. Now on the back, I've added a plastic canteen, which I just personally prefer to a water bladder. And if I need some extra storage on the front, I have a quick detach drop leg panel. I think the most notable change is my new set of camouflage. I have shed my traditional olive drab in favor of desert night camo. This camouflage was developed in the 1970s to help US soldiers conceal themselves from old generation Soviet night vision. It was quickly discovered that it did not do that, and actually made you easier to see. So now in the year 2135, this camouflage, at least for its original purpose, has been obsolete for the better part of 150 years. But to the naked eye, this camouflage blends into the overgrown urban environments that corporate contractors often find themselves in. Let's be honest, the real reason I wear this camouflage is because it looks sweet. Both the shirt and the pants were made by A2 Tactical. They're a company that makes tons of tactical gear in interesting patterns such as this. And the pants are great. They have built-in knee pads with flexible material around the joints that make movement a lot easier. Now if the gear looks awesome and it works, I'm gonna use it. Now all this stuff took about a month to get here from Hong Kong, but it was totally worth it. If you're looking for interesting tactical gear, I would highly recommend them. Ah yes, the tools. Like most uninspired gear divas, my loadout negotiates best with M4 AEGs. I've transitioned over to the Ditac Warlord, which is distributed by Lancer Tactical. You can really smell the quality. I wanted a light, streamlined AEG with M4 magazines, and this fits the bill. I run it with a lighter BT tracer unit, which works great with red and green tracers, and a T1 aimpoint replica. I also have the included foregrip here on the front with some Vism rail covers for extra texture. Internally, I run it stock with a 7.4 volt LiPo battery. There's really nothing to this thing. It's a common sight in the hands of corporate mercenaries and other nefarious factions. Of course, the Elite Force Hater is still my go-to sidearm, but I've recently added this VFC M&P 9 to my collection. Now, this was a gift from a friend of mine on the black market, so it's seen some use in it. It needed a little love to get it back in action. It's got fiber optic sights, grip tape for a more controlled grip, and it's even got a fun switch hidden on the inside. It's balanced, has a nice finish, and sometimes it actually works. I keep my AEG on a 1-point sling, so if I'm shooting and I run out of ammo, I can drop it and quickly transition to my sidearm and hopefully survive the altercation. In the last couple of years, I've just tried to cut a lot of the extra crap down and just run stuff that's gonna help me play the game. And that's something you should consider if you're building your own loadout. You don't have to have all of this stuff. It's more about the philosophy of how you set your things up. Really, your gear should help you play the game better. I used to have buckles and clips and all this stuff attached to me, and it didn't actually help me do any better. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This is a fairly common setup for a corporate contractor. Missions in the dead sectors are fairly unpredictable, so keep versatility in mind and hopefully stay alive. This world is full of cyborg mercenaries, hazmat soldiers, forest-dwelling raiders, all sorts of factions trying to make a buck or just make it by. Are you interested in seeing more loadouts from 2135? Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. I'd love to be your guide. Check the description for a complete list of all of my gear. I'd love to see your cyberpunk-inspired loadouts. Be sure to tag me on Instagram so I can check them out. Stay corporate approved.